Alright everybody, it's Sam once again, and this one is going to be the much requested TouchWiz 4.0 versus Sense 3.0. So obviously they are running the latest, kind of Android integrations, for both companies such as Samsung and HTC. So there can be no complaints on this one now. What I'm going to be running down, I'll run down such as the widgets, a couple of different applications, and the camera, etc., just to show you what differences there are between them. So it will be probably about a 2, maybe a 3-part video, so bear with me. Right, so what we'll do first of all is we'll look at the widgets. So we'll look at the stock widgets you get on both of them. So I'm just going to go to a free page. Now they both deal with this in a different way. Now as an example, when you hold down on the Galaxy S2, you get a bit of a different look than you get you normally see on most Android devices. Normally you get like that ugly looking box, then you jump down to the widgets. They've kind of refined it. It's got some, obviously a little, basically where the box was there, they've refined it down to the bottom here. And I must say it does look pretty nice, and you can obviously go through from screen to screen, and it's got a very nice kind of transition. So in terms of that, it's a very nice plus point over your standard Android. So if you want to go to your widgets, obviously just tick on them, and then this is where it differs a little bit again. Instead of once again having like the ugly little box, you get a nice little scroll at the bottom, and basically on the scroll you get to see 4 at a time. So as an example, you scroll through them, and as you can see, if you want to pick one, you basically tap it and it will go to it. Now to show you how the HTC do theirs, they were kind of like one of the first to change the whole looking at the way that they actually add a widget and personalise the phone. So they kind of revolutionised, in terms of trying to make it a bit of a better user experience. So on this one, you can either tap the button down there, or just tap and hold, and you get this nice little menu here. And basically with the menu, you get different options. Obviously the one we're going to look at will be the widgets in a moment. But here, obviously on the Samsung, you get those 4 different things. When you go down on the HTC, you don't just get the widgets, shortcuts, folders and wallpapers. You get scenes, a skin, wallpaper, lock screen. You can then add your individual things such as widgets, applications, shortcut and folder. So from kind of like going into one button pressing, or one holding of the screen, you get more information, you can do more things straight away on the HTC Sense. So what I'll do is I'm just going to add some widgets. I'm just going to show you some of the widgets. Now I'm not going to be able to show you every single widget in detail on the Sensation, and Sense 3.0. Reason for that is because there's just too many. So I'm going to add all the Samsung ones to the screen, show you them. Then I'm going to go through the ones on Sense. Now I'm not going to add one to each screen, etc. I'm just going to go through them one by one, so you can get a look at them. So it does give you a bit of a look at what they actually are. So what I'm doing is going to pull it off to the side for now, so we can concentrate on the Galaxy S2. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in a little bit. Right, so as I say, we'll start adding some of the widgets, and these are the stock widgets you get with the phone. So first one is the AccuWeather, and basically what you could do with this one is you can just change its sizes. So if you want a different one, you can do. So it's a bit of a nice feature. I think it looks pretty cool. The next one is the agenda. Basically, agenda can also be resized to certain different ones. This one's a bit of an interesting one. It's called AP Mobile, and basically it kind of just shows you obviously like this here. You drill down into it, it takes you to like a bit like a newspaper kind of look. So it's okay. Personally, I'll be getting rid of it eventually, so it's not something I'll be using. I'm just gonna have a bookmark, buddies, and what we'll do is we'll go to another page because the month takes its own page, and there's agenda. We shall go back to this page now, and we'll just show you the today. So obviously whatever's in your calendar today, you've got your classic clock, you've got a simple clock, which will now go to its own page. Yep, and we'll accept that onto there. You then get unique and modern. Yep. unique and modern. You then get a days, so what I'll have to do is just take this off. So again, I'm not going to go into full detail. You can see what it looks like, but you can make your own choice as to what you think is better. The days one is basically kind of like a diary. So again, it's not something I'm going to be personally using, but it's nice to have it, let's say. The next one, we'll take this one off there. Next ones we're going to look at will be the digital clock. You then get a dual analog clock and a dual digital clock. We'll take this one off here now. We'll show you the email one, which can be resized to full screen. You don't need them ones, they're the ones I've installed. You get mini paper, which ones can be resized. The picture frame, and this is one that I personally kind of like on this on the actual Galaxy line. Basically, if you choose more than one picture, what it does is it goes through them individually. So and again you can resize this to the whole page, etc. So it's a nice implementation of it. Right, the next one on the agenda is the power saving. So we'll go to this one here, and basically it's just a quick widget like that. So some of them actual things are up in the menu bar at the top, but if you don't want to use that, you can just use them there anyway. Take some of these ones off. You get the program monitor. So basically it shows you current applications that are open. You can kill them by pressing that. It takes you to the task manager and you go from there. I've installed those. You also get a nice voice. Basically what they just kind of adds a little voice thing to your home screen. So if you tap one of those, it takes you to the individual kind of like client thing for it. And you finally get something called Yahoo Finance, and basically it's just a nice little kind of stock market app that just shows you obviously your current stock. So I mean they're the basic, they're all of the widgets you get standard on the Galaxy S/Sense 4.0, TouchWiz 4.0. Getting confused now. And again, some of them are pretty nice. I mean I like the clocks. They're very nice. Some of these ones, they look a little, okay, not so okay. They could do with a bit more polishing off, but they do what you want them to do. I would like a bit of customization in the colours as well, because I'm not exactly the massive fan of green. I'd prefer it to be like more of a blue or something my own choice. So that'd be something nice if they could probably implement that in a future update. So that's a quick look at that.